Welcome back to Eye on the Bay. I'm Brian Hackney in a show that we're calling Dead Bay Area, celebrating the Bay Area's history by looking at its cemeteries. This one, for example, Skylawn Memorial Park at the intersection of Highway 92 and Skyline Boulevard in Half Moon Bay. Or should I say, above Half Moon Bay. I mean, look at that view. And on the other side, from the ocean to the bay, look at that view. It's gorgeous. Now, as we told you, San Francisco only has a handful of cemeteries, but we found two of the most interesting ones.
Currently today, we're in San Francisco National Cemetery.
Earlier, we visited one of the Bay Area's most sacred cemeteries.
Well, here we have a number of different veterans, as well as families that are buried here.
Now, just a bone's throw from the National Cemetery is a resting place honoring a veteran's more extended family.
Here we're at San Francisco Pet Cemetery.
For over 100 years, a soldier might be stationed at the Presidio with his family, and that includes the family pet. And naturally, there came a point where that pet's tour of duty came to an end.
So as a result, they actually buried a lot of their pets here.
Here lie Nibbles and Mr. Twister and Raspberry and countless other companions. And it wasn't just dogs and cats either. Hamsters and parakeets, even fish. All serve their country well and are remembered fondly in the Presidio. And then there's this curious memorial. As we explained earlier, at the turn of the last century, the city of San Francisco booted out all of the Boot Hills by outlawing cemeteries. So if a San Franciscan still wished to spend an eternity within the city limits, they had to get creative. So somebody came up with this. Opened in 1898, the San Francisco Columbarium is the only cemetery in the city which still has space available. Well, there are plenty of spaces, but not much space. Here, one can pre-purchase a niche for their cremated remains. It's a cemetery condominium, if you will, wherein you're free to color your cubbyhole and spruce up your sepulcher. And what people chose to put in their niche speaks volumes and shouts louder than any gravestone epitaph. By simply looking through the glass, the living get a glimpse of the deceased. Their hobbies, their profession, their tastes, their desires, how they lived, and how they wish to keep their memory alive. It's a portal into past lives. Some of San Francisco's rich and famous chose to rest here. Although his ashes are scattered elsewhere, activist Harvey Milk prearranged to have a niche. The Columbarium is a reminder to the living that anyone, big or small, rich or famous, can carve out a lasting niche.
Next, do Mai Tais and chocolate mix? They do when they're at this cemetery in Oakland, as we'll find out after a break.